Hi everybody, I am going to pop on here and answer the questions that were asked to me in my post that I posted this morning. I said that you could ask me anything and that I would come on here and answer. I hope you guys are all having a great summer, and if anyone pops on, if you could just let me know if you can comment, that would be great. Sometimes I do weird things with the settings. And feel free to ask me more questions. I'll probably be on here for about 15 minutes. So if you just joined, I see people are joining, please comment so that I know that you can comment. If not, I'm just going to go through these questions, and this will be here for your reference. So I love to answer questions for new photographers because I remember how frustrating it was and how it was just like this unnavigated territory of being in business, of wondering if I should be in business, of all the things that I saw going on the internet. And you see all these people who seem super talented and super oh hey Aaron, seem super duper like they were born with these gifts of knowledge, and they weren't. I want everyone to know that it is a slow rise. Don't rush your come up. It's fine. So I'd love to help people out, new or old, even people who've been at this a while. You may still have questions. I always have questions. So okay, so I'm just going to go through it. One of the easier questions I got asked is, how long do I store images? The answer is forever. I have a bunch of hard drives, and I store everything on on at least 2 external hard drives, and when they get full, I buy another one. So, and then also I keep, I store things on Shootproof as a, Shootproof is amazing. I love Shootproof. If you go check them out, let them know that I sent you. But I archive all of my client galleries on Shootproof forever because it's really affordable, and that way I know I always have them. So I store forever. Do I advise my clients on what to wear? And the answer is sort of, but not really. In my work, what they wear has very little to do with the outcome. I found though that, when people are investing in portrait photography, in fine art, family, lifestyle photography, they're investing a little, a chunk of money, and so they're going to go out and get something that is nice to wear. But I do send them to a Pinterest board that gives them ideas, and I have some tutorials on my blog that I link them to, and in my welcome site I give them some tips. So some very loose tips, but I know some photographers are very passionate about their clients wearing certain outfits, or dressing in a certain style, or really have a lot of fun. It's part of their art. For me, it's not. I kind of don't mind. I don't care what people wear. I just want them to be comfortable. So have I ever shot weddings is a question that I was asked. I have shot one wedding. It was for my best friend, and I will never do it again. And I did it for her because it was a super small, intimate wedding. But hey, hi there. But weddings are not my thing. Some people, like my best friend Bree, that is like her bread and butter. She loves weddings. I don't have, that's not where my gifts are. That's not where my passion is. So long answer for an easy question. No, I do not shoot weddings. Okay. So next question was, so it was just a general question. Do I have any advice for brand new photographers? Well, I have a lot of advice for brand new photographers, which is one thing that I would tell you to do is go over to my website, www.elenasblairphotography.com, and go to resources for photographers and sign up for one of my free guides or classes, or sign up for my mailing list, because I send out advice for new photographers every week for free, just because I love to pay it forward in that way. But my biggest word of advice for you as a new photographer, if you're brand new right now, is to trust the process. You're not going to be good overnight. It's going to take a lot of trial and error. You're going to go down many different paths before you find the one that's just right for you. And even when you do that, you might change. So be flexible, take it one skill at a time. If you're talking about like advice as far as like getting better at photography, what I did when I was first starting is I took it one skill at a time. So I thought, oh my God, I was getting so overwhelmed. It was like camera gear and camera settings and shooting in manual, and did I want to do newborns, did I want to do this, that, and what about editing? So I took it one thing at a time. I learned how to shoot manual way before I even processed editing, and then when I got good at that, I got into editing, and then I moved into connection and that kind of thing. So just take it one step at a time. So someone is asking, are Candace and I continuing creatively unscripted? we need to get on and address that. Right now she and I are both kind of going in different directions. We're still best buddies, but it was getting to be, she just had a kid, and I have a lot of business stuff going on in my business, and I'll talk about that in a second. And so it was really hard to be in two different states and have that venture going. We really loved doing it, but it just really wasn't the right season for us to continue it. We might go back to it, right? So that's why we're not going to take it off all iTunes or anything, but right now we're not recording any more sessions. Sorry about that. I mean, it's kind of sad. So where I got a lot of questions on business, where and how do I attract clients? People are asking me, where do you find your clients? So you guys, I don't know if you're just new here and you don't know this, but I co-founded a resource with my friend Sandra Cohn called Lady Boss Workshops that will we talk all about how to find clients, how to find your ideal client, the clients that just love you and sing your praises. That we talk all about that. So if you are not over at ladybossworkshops.com, www.ladybossworkshops.com, you should definitely go sign up for our mailing list, take one of our free classes there. We send out amazing free content every week. Our class isn't registering right now, but we do help you out a lot with that kind of stuff. We have a Facebook group, so if you search Lady Boss Workshops, you can find our really active Facebook group where people will help you, your peers. But how do you find clients? You got to get really clear about who that client is, and then you have to market directly to that client. There's quite a science behind it, actually. But when I was first starting, I started with friends and family and kind of worked out from there. But you do need to know who your ideal client is to market to them. So I did get more marketing questions too. So go to ladybossworkshops.com. Let me see if can I write it in here? Oh yeah, look, I'm going to put it in here, you guys. And sign up because it's a free, we want to see more female photographers succeed. Hold on. Am I going cross-eyed? Because it's interesting in this industry, there I just put it in the comment, in any industry and even all the creative fields, women have a harder time, making it. And the reason being is that we kind of often take on the household chores, the household responsibilities, and it can be really hard if you don't have a good network of support to help you just on the business side. There's the artistic side, and that's kind of where I am here on this platform of my business. That's one of the pillars. But then there's the business side is very important, and I want you to be successful. So I would definitely go over to Lady Boss Workshops and sign up for our mailing list and be part of our community, and we will try to help you out with that. So how did I decide on families? That's a really good question. It took some time, but families is where my heart is, because I think that this is the season of life that I'm in right now, is just knee deep in children and families. And I just really feel passionate about connecting on a deep level with my families and showing them that their chaos and that all that's going on in their life that I can 100% relate to, that is worth celebrating, and that is artistic, and that should be something that they should preserve in their memory bank. So families means a lot to me. That's how I decided on families. It makes my heart sing. And I think that's where when you're trying to decide what your area is, you really need to find where you feel passionate, because this is the opportunity to be your own boss. And oh, hey, Sandra just joined. Sandra, everyone's asking me about business, so I linked them to our page. But anyway, everybody, you get to be your own boss, so you need to do something that you love, because what's the point if you're going into a creative industry and doing something that you don't love? So that's why I do families. Okay. Another question I got is, this was one that someone didn't want to post in the comments, so I won't obviously say any names, but she sent me a private message because she was afraid that one of her clients would see. But how do you deal with difficult clients? This also goes back to what Sandra and I teach. This goes back to knowing who your client is. I can 100% say that I never have difficult clients. I've had maybe 1 or 2 times that I felt like it was a bad match in the last couple of years. And that is because I know who my ideal client is. I know how to market to them. And so when people come to me, they know exactly what they're getting, and they don't have weird requests or things that don't jive with my brand, because I'm very in tune with my ideal client. So go to ladybossworkshops.com, sign up for our mailing list. This is all free stuff. Another thing that I have going on right now is I have a free mini class at my website, which I'll put that in there under photographer resources, where you can sign up and